$60 million extension. He's the most ever given to a defensive player, and he's coming off an NFL record 23 sacks, but he's not there. Again, Jason McCourty made this clear yesterday. It is voluntary, guys. Mike Tannenbaum, sitting on the other side of that table. Is Myles Garrett's absence from the offseason program something or nothing?
It's capital S something. You just mentioned, Peter, last year they gave him a record-setting deal. He is their best player by far. You have a rookie head coach in Todd Monken who were trying to establish his program. If we go back 10 days ago, the juxtaposition was Lamar Jackson showed up for Jesse Minter to tamp down any noise, any speculation. The juxtaposition is what Myles Garrett just did. Everyone's going to speculate. They move back the roster bonuses to later in the offseason. Why'd they do that? Why did he not show up? I'm disappointed that he's not there because he could have helped set the tone of, hey, this is a new day, a new program, and I am all in. Even though it is voluntary, as J. Mack alluded to, he didn't have to necessarily stay for the whole offseason, Peter, but he is sending a message by not being there.
Kevin, it's one of these deals where we talk about it all offseason. You got the money. Mike's talking about it. 2 first-round picks. If you're a team, would you offer that for Myles Garrett? Right? If you're the Cowboys, would you give both your first-round picks and say, yeah?
Yeah, and the Browns should be listening. Mike capitalized the S. I'm capitalizing the whole word in something. You're giving up $1 million because you don't want to hang out with your coworkers? That's always a red flag. I'm putting up the windy fingers.
Okay.
Mike Tannenbaum already alluded to it. The contract has been restructured. The bonus went from the league year, which was a couple weeks ago, to the start of the regular season, so the Browns aren't paying out that bonus. What's going on in Cleveland? I think if you're a team that contends right now that needs edge rush help, which, by the way, is about 31 teams that needs edge rush help, maybe 10 of them will be better situations this year, I'm calling Cleveland. I'm offering 2 first-round picks because I'm trying to figure out what's going on in Cleveland.
Ben, what about you? We know how good he is.
This is nothing. And if you call me with 2 first-round picks for the leading sack getter in the NFL, I'm laughing at you and I'm hanging up the phone. Get to 3, all right? Ideally, get to 4 or 5, but the Browns' suggestion for first-round picks was canceled. The teams voted against it, so you can't even get to that number. This is a spot where I understand from the team perspective it feels like something, but for Garrett, $1 million gets stuck in the couch cushions on a Tuesday, right? He wants to spend more time looking at fossils, all right, looking at T-Rexes. That's what he enjoys. Exactly. I would also be taking as much time away from the Cleveland Browns as I possibly could. If I
You're being sarcastic, but honestly,
I very much is a thing.
It's $1 million. It's hard not to read into it. If someone dislikes their workplace so much they're willing to give up $1 million to not be there, that can't be nothing in my book.
I mean, we had Trey Hendrickson missing out on off-season workouts for seasons after season.
But he was trying to get a new contract. Right. Myles Garrett has a new contract, and he's still bailing.
Myles Garrett's got 25 sacks, or whatever, 23 sacks. Myles Garrett doesn't need to prove anything to anybody, nor does Myles Garrett need to ensure his long-term financial security. Myles Garrett needs to chill out on a couch and have a good time.
There would never be a hotter take on the show than $1 million is nothing.
No, but
that's how I live.
Mike Tannenbaum, real quick, do you think he gets traded this offseason?
I don't, but I am suspicious, as Kevin alluded to. There's a little smoke brewing here.
Steelers Nation, let me throw a wild one at you right now. What if the move that would shake the entire AFC North is not another quarterback twist, not another waiting game, but Pittsburgh finding a way to bring Myles Garrett to the black and gold? Just picture it for a second. TJ Watt on one side, Myles Garrett on the other. Alex Highsmith still in the mix, Cameron Hayward pushing the pocket inside, Nick Herbig rotating in like a missile off the edge. Yeah, that is not a defense. That is a horror movie for offensive coordinators. And the reason this hits so hard is because the Steelers already have Watt, Highsmith, Herbig, and Hayward on the official roster right now. So Garrett would not be walking into an empty room. He would be dropping into a front that is already dangerous and turning it into something flat out scary. Now let's stay honest, because Steelers Nation deserves the truth, not fake fantasy. The biggest obstacle is simple. The Browns have not been operating like a team eager to move Garrett. Reuters reported just days ago that Browns coach Todd Monken said the team is not concerned about Garrett missing the voluntary offseason program. And Reuters also noted Garrett is entering the second year of a 4-year, $160 million extension after requesting a trade last offseason. In other words, the Browns still have control, still have a contract in place, and still have every reason to act like he is their guy. So if Pittsburgh ever wanted to make this real, it would not happen because Cleveland suddenly got generous. It would happen only if the Browns changed course, looked at the big picture, and decided a monster return was better than clinging to the present. And that is where the Steelers angle gets fascinating. Pittsburgh could only do this one way, with a bold, aggressive, all-in style package. We are talking premium draft capital, probably multiple high picks, maybe extra sweeteners, maybe a move structured around future assets rather than gutting the current core. Because if you're Omar Khan, you cannot be reckless just to make noise. You have to make a deal that still leaves you with enough around Garrett to actually chase a championship. The solution would have to be smart aggression, not emotional aggression. The pitch would be simple. Cleveland gets the future, Pittsburgh gets the hammer. And if the Browns ever entered true reset mode, the Steelers would at least have an argument to make. Now, where does Garrett fit? Oh man, this is the fun part. He fits everywhere. He fits as a stand-up edge. He fits with his hand in the dirt. He fits in sub-packages where the Steelers can slide bodies all over the place and make protections panic before the snap. Imagine 3rd and long with Watt and Garrett screaming off the edges while Hayward collapses the middle. Imagine trying to slide protection to Garrett and leaving Watt isolated. Imagine accounting for both, and then Herbert comes flying in fresh. Woo! That is how games get wrecked. That is how quarterbacks stop reading downfield. That is how coordinators start calling scared. Garrett would not just add sacks, he would multiply the effect of everybody around him. And that is why, even if it sounds outrageous, the football logic is undeniable. Garrett has been one of the most dominant defenders in the league, and Reuters noted he set the NFL single-season sack record in 2025 with 23 sacks. Add that kind of force to a Steelers defense that already leans on edge pressure and violent front seven football, and suddenly, Pittsburgh is not just trying to win games. Pittsburgh is trying to suffocate people. So what's the real answer here, Steelers Nation? The realistic path is this. The Browns would have to soften, the Steelers would have to go big, and the move would have to be framed not as a luxury, but as a Super Bowl swing. If Cleveland keeps the door shut, then it's just a dream. But if that door ever cracks open, Pittsburgh is one of the few franchises where the fit makes immediate sense. The culture fits, the defense fits, the urgency fits. And the vision? The vision is absolutely insane. So now, I want to hear from you. If the Browns ever made Myles Garrett available, would you want the Steelers to go all in and make the move of the decade? Or would the price be too steep even for a defender that dominant? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe. Because if a monster move like this ever even starts to feel possible, Steelers Nation Wire is going to be all over it.